Yeah, good evening to you. How are you this evening?
I, I'm doing really well. Happy belated Father's Day to you, Jim.
Oh, thanks. You're a father as well. Well, I think we saw your kids, right?
Yeah, I was about to say after that last visit I had on your show, I thought it was only fitting that I stopped by and talked about Father's Day, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And happy belated Father's Day to you as well, my friend.
Yeah, thank you. It was a great weekend. It was my birthday on Saturday and Father's Day on Sunday, so
Yeah.
it was A1, sir.
Oh, that's double dipping there, man.
Well, and that brought me to what I wanted to talk about. So
Sure.
as I work in a couple gas stations, I get the chance all the time to speak with people who are knowledgeable about life. So I wanted to propose a question to you, Jim, and that's for us fathers of young children out here, what advice do you have? I mean, you're a man who's been down that road, looking back. What advice do you have?
Looking back, let's see. Uh, Looking back, the best piece of advice I can give any young parent is that you are not their friend. Do not ever become their friend. You will, when they get older, of course, but you never stop being a parent. I still yell at my boy to this day. He'll tell you. He's 30 years old, but that's my job, right? Because I have, in his case, I've got 25 years experience on top of it, and I always will until I'm gone. But yeah, too many people make the mistake of befriending their kids. Nope. Your job is not to raise kids. It is literally to prepare them for life away from you. And the only way you can do that is teaching them the skills necessary to do it. The second thing I would tell a young parent: teach them financials. Do not allow them to borrow money that is unsecured, if at all possible. Credit cards are the death knell of most people, right? I can't tell you how many people say, "Oh, I bought this on sale." So, "Oh, how'd you buy it?" Credit card. So, well, you didn't get it on sale. You're going to pay more than retail for it.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, patience is a virtue. Oh, speaking, see, you open a can of worms here, my friend.
I went fishing this weekend, speaking of worms, so go ahead, Jim.
Oh, no, that was actually a good segue. We'll just, after I get done with this, we'll stop this talk because I could go on and on, apparently.
No, go ahead.
There's one rule that in finances that everyone should at least use as a rule of thumb. That is the rule of thirds. Just like my video on video framing, there is a rule of thirds in finance, right? Of your income, you should never have more than 1/3 going to payments, and that's rent, that's food, or mortgage, and all that, car payment. No more than 1/3 of your income should go to those sort of things. The other third, the second third, should go straight into savings. Yep.
Yes,
And the last third is play money. Enjoy yourself, have fun. Don't put it toward payments of that crap. Just enjoy yourself. And if you can get close to that, man, you're not only will you climb because income fluidity in the U.S. is off the hook. There are people who jump up the 1% and out of it all the time. It's just so fluid. But most people are not making smart decisions with their money. So I think it's very important to teach your kids to make sure smart decisions, because they don't teach that crap in school.
Amen to that. Well, it's funny you mentioned that. I'm actually over here. I'm getting ready to revamp a house that I got a really good deal on. I do it's a tax auction is what it is, and it's a lot of work, but it normally in the long run kind of tends to make you a little bit of profit. So I'm going rogue tonight from the garage over here.
Well, nobody appreciates that more than I do, and now I'm dying to hear about that fishing trip.
Oh no, it was great. I took the girls out. I mean, we didn't catch us any big whoppers. I think that my youngest daughter actually caught the biggest fish, but at the end of the day, it was it's the little moments I think that I miss so much. When you move from one thing to the next thing, you go from the job, you go your brain's always occupied, or at least I am, and I'm sure you're probably the same way, Jim, is you're always occupied on something. And those moments where you stop and you just breathe and you take in the moment, you enjoy the little things with your kids. Those are the memories I think that I cherish forever,
Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm so glad to hear you say that, because it happens so fast, man. They grow up.
I was about to say that you're probably still holding yours in your arms there, aren't you?
Oh yeah. Well, my favorite time with my boy was when he was able to do stuff, right? Finally able to do stuff. And of course I loved it when he was small too. But he and I really bonded when I could teach him how to actually work on things, right?
And I think that's a man thing, Jim. I really do, because with my girls, I felt the same way too.
Yeah. And honestly, I think as fathers, we need to teach our girls that as well. I mean, every woman who jumps behind the wheel of a car should at least know how to change that tire. They used to teach that in driver's ed. I don't know if they do anymore. I just know so many guys who absolutely have no clue.
I don't want her having to rely on some greasy schmuck for advice. So,
Oh, yeah. Well, for advice or theft, because they'll take you to the cleaners if you don't know anything about cars.
Yeah,
and
there
everybody.
are some great mechanics out there, but it's a 50-50 field I found. Yeah.
Yep. It absolutely is.
I'll have to tell you about my first job as a service writer at Jiffy Lube many years ago, and some other time.
Yeah, I want to hear that story too.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't mean to besmirch that. I've got a lot of great friends that are mechanics, and they are some of the best people in the world. Yeah. But I also know some that will take advantage when the advantage presents itself.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, there's no question about that. But yeah, I mean, teaching your kids life skills is so important. And I'm not saying it's only a father's job, but let's be real. There are differences in interests, and we tend to be more on the mechanical side. So. And those are all things that can save you just a ton of money. I mean, if I had a daughter, she'd have been right underneath a washer if I had to replace the cog ears, or the pump or something like that. What are those little damn things called? Those flip and end up pulling the.
Whatchamacallits.
Yeah, I know what they're called. I just can't think of it. I haven't done it for like 25 years, but yeah, she would have been right under there with me. Either turning a wrench, because this is another thing. This is what a lot of fathers don't end up doing is, they have their kids there as helpers, but they don't have them do anything. Have them do it.
Correct.
Give them the wrench and say, here's what you need to do on that nut.
It's fun to watch. It really is.
It is. It's comical sometimes. And that's where we get to have a little bit of fun with it. It's just like, and you probably remember this. Remember when they were so young and they couldn't count, but they tried?
Yeah.
I just love that. I love to have a little kid screw up, just just basic numbers. It is so fun for some stupid reason.
It's a good time.
It is. And I miss that. Like we're going back to what we were saying. It goes so fast to, cherish every moment.
Well, and thank you for the great advice too. I've lately been listening to a lot of information from different sources, podcasts and sermons. I try to kind of diversify everywhere I get my information from, but it's just in general, if there's not a leader there, there's going to be somebody else that'll step up and be that leader. So being, that for your children, not a friend, is really excellent advice. So it's great.
Yep. You're welcome.
Great response. It was great to hear that, sir.
Just one more. Keep them busy. I'm not a religious man, but idle hands are the devil's workshop is one of those sayings that rings so true. And if what happens is people ignore their kids and don't keep them busy, which means they're probably not that involved. If you're involved and you keep them busy, chances are they're going to stay out of trouble too. Oh, Are you a hunter?
Not lately.
Oh, okay.
But okay. I do enjoy hunting. It's been about 5 years since I've been.
That is because you only got 2 daughters, right?
I have 3. Oh,
you've got 3 daughters. Okay.
Yes, sir.
I've got a buddy who I've been hunting with for 20 years, and he had 2 daughters. They're up and grown now. That's how he kept them busy. He got them into hunting. It was awesome.
I bet it's memorable just to imagine them being quiet that long, also too.
Yeah, well, it didn't work out so well at first, as you can well imagine. But they finally got it. They settled down, and all it really takes is for them to see a very beautiful animal up close, and they shut up at that point.
Yeah, it's really awe-stricken, I can imagine.
Yeah, and then they shut up because they want to see another one. It's fantastic to watch because we've all been in the same blind before, and it was never a store-bought blind. It was, a homemade blind, and man, it was awesome to watch. My boy is the same way,
Yeah.
Well, dude, I hope that helped, and I think you're going to be okay. You're asking for advice, so you're going to be okay. As those people that don't, worry me.
Right. Yeah. Oh, well, if you'd like to see any of those children's parents that didn't ask for advice, go ahead and check out Gas Station TV. We're here for you, okay?
Nice plug. And I don't even have my shameless plug overlay. That's all right.
I just take a big drink of that koozie real quick, Jim.
Oh, absolutely.
It's been great, sir. Thank you very much. It's been a pleasure.
Oh, the pleasure's been all mine, dude. All mine. Come back on the show, will you?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right, buddy. We'll see you. You too could be a guest on this show at any time. We're live every weeknight, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All you've got to do is hit that subscription button and ring that bell right now. Oh, and while you're at it, why not share this video? I'm sure my guests would appreciate it. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you live.